Hi Virgo, welcome back. So Virgo, this is going to be the you versus them reading for August. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with during this time frame. Keep in mind that it is a general reading, so it can be interchangeable. It can also be in regards to an intimate relationship or a platonic relationship. It'll be different for each of you. So let's go ahead and get it started. The overall shared energy is Aquarian energy. Some of you may have that in your birth chart, be dealing with one, or it's just simply the influencing vibes. This is talking about being more experimental, thinking outside of the box, really honing in on your freedom, really wanting to be more self-sufficient. So that may be something that you're reaching for in August here. Virgo, it's kind of a free and a radical vibe, and you're kind of being encouraged to look towards the future and think of the big picture, etc., etc. So let's see what your overall supporting energy is here then for my Virgos. So you have the Three of Swords. Oh, ouch, Virgo. It did come out in the reverse, so some of you have really been going through it, really been feeling a lot of emotion, really been struggling with some things that, may weigh on your heart, I do feel with it coming out in the reverse that you are attempting to get over that, or some of you have gotten over it, but it's like, all wounds leave a scar, so to speak. So some of you, it's still a soft point. It's still something that could trigger you during this time frame. So let's see what this person's energy is over here then, Virgo. So they have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so this person might be looking towards the past during this time frame. You may have past history with this person, but at the same time, they're building things in their life, but they're kind of building it on a faulty foundation here, Virgo, for whatever reason. And I think it's because they're literally bringing the past into the now. And although we want to bring most definitely memories and things that we've learned so we don't make past mistakes again, we don't want to bring the pain necessarily and the deep emotion, right? Because then you keep recreating it if you keep bringing it back into the now, and the now creates your future experience, right? So this person may be having some issues with that during this time frame. On the flip side, they're definitely looking to build a more firm foundation, and that's where they're headed. But I think that there's still some past stuff lingering here, okay? So let's see where this is headed, right? Let's go deeper into it. So let's look at recent past energy, okay? So I'm going to go through the recent past as it's a good predictor of future events. And then we're going to go through how you perceive each other and how you genuinely feel at the end of the day, okay? So let's see. Virgo, recent past. You have the Wheel, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, so Virgo, I actually just got the feeling of wanting to give up. Like wanting to stop the reading, and that's never happened to me before. I never second guess a reading. It is what it is, but I just felt like this immediate sense of wanting to give up. So some of you might really be struggling with that, or have struggled with that in the past. Like, you know what, just whatever, just let it be, or I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to, just... Yeah, I got really emotional there for a moment, and some of you lost the desire to push forward in the past, okay? To go for what you wish for. I do feel like it was a blip on the radar, You know, there might have been things that you thought were going to go your way or go a certain way, and then they didn't go that way. And because they didn't go that way, you let your emotions really take you there and lead you astray and start making you believe that, you know, maybe it wasn't even possible for you. But all things happen for a reason, Virgo. And you know, giving up really isn't an option in life anyways, because either way you still wake up every day. Either way there's still forward momentum, so you have to keep reaching, you know, reaching for better, reaching for more. And some of you came to that realization in the past, all right? So I see that that energy switched around for you, Virgo, and you started putting more energy and focus into your foundations and your hopes and healing yourself. And here's that Aquarian energy again for some of you, that I heard desperation to feel better, to really strive for that, Virgo. I'm getting a lot of intense messages for you, okay? So, should be interesting. So let's see, Virgo, recent past energy for the person you are dealing with. Queen of Swords. Okay. The Nine of Swords. Wow. And then the Emperor. So I feel like, Virgo, this person is way either stuck in fantasy land or stuck in their head, or all of their attention is faced away from the connection, at least in the recent past. All right, so they're thinking about the things that they lost, the things that they don't like. They're getting in kind of their own head. They're looking for answers where there are not answers, and they are kind of getting lost in fantasy, you know, more fantasizing their life than actually living it. You know what I'm saying? And it's really easy to do these days, you know what especially with phones, mobile phones. You know, sometimes we get so caught up in our online personas that we forget who we are in the everyday, in the practical, and that could be what this person is doing, so to speak, or literally, you know, really getting caught up in a persona or an idea. And although it's definitely okay to have imagination and to, you know, inform yourself with social media and be involved, there's a certain point where it becomes disconnected from the truth. All right, so I feel like this person has been disconnected, that's it, from the truth, and it was self-induced. So they're just inattentive, and all their attention is going towards something that isn't exactly practical, but that's where they were being drawn to in the recent past. So let's see what this person's perception is of the connection then. Virgo, perceptions. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and 5 of Cups. So your perception, Virgo, is, it's like when you think of the connection, you think of it as something that there was cooperation in, or is cooperation in. You know, there is a likeness between you and they. For some of you, you may have hoped for a reconciliation with this person, but I feel like someone's feelings got I don't want to say overwhelming, but it just became really emotionally draining, okay? So I feel like the emotions may have really taken a toll here on either you or this person, and it definitely serves as a blockage, right? Whatever this is in regards to. It's like this emotional cyclone here, whether that's going on within you or within this person or both. That kind of served as a blockage in your mind, you know? So it's like, well, yeah, there's cooperation and support here, but I can't do it on all alone, or or, you know, but what if this and what if that, and you know, someone's not feeling worthy here, and just thinking very negatively and letting the emotions take over could be an issue, or has been an issue within the connection, okay, on your part or their part. All right. So what is this person's perception then of you, Virgo? Queen of Pentacles. The Empress. And the Strength card. So Virgo, their perception of the connection is that it's something that they're struggling with, okay? It's an interesting struggle between self-worth and confidence versus fantasy. Yeah, fantasy. You know, I feel like this person feels like this connection made one of the parties stronger, like made one of you see your self-worth, whether that's you or them. Like it really pulled that out of each other, actually, within the connection. And so this person sees, yes, a struggle here, but also the confidence to take on that struggle, and or that struggle resulted in more confidence in this person or you. So I think that, you know, if you're a female Virgo, this person definitely thinks that you're worth the struggle. Absolutely. If Virgo, you're dealing with a female, and then this person has received some sort of sense of self-worth through the struggle, okay? So what is the genuine emotions underneath the surface then, Virgo? Genuine emotions? So that was surface level, right? Because perception is in the eye of the beholder, but we're going to go deeper into the genuine emotions that you feel for each other. So in your genuine emotions, you have the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So you want to feel at peace. You want to feel at ease. You want to feel emotionally stable. You know, you're genuinely hoping to be able to achieve that, okay? And not be so bothered with, you know, what other people are doing or what this person is doing, and not wanting to let that affect you emotionally. You're definitely looking to emotionally detach during this time frame. And I mean, in the recent past, you had been led astray, or you felt you had been led astray. So I could understand then, Virgo, why it would feel like, okay, I need to put my focus elsewhere on my peace of mind and on my emotional well-being, and heal whatever this pain is here that's crowning the reading here. So understandable, right? What is this person's oh, I couldn't get it out. What is this person's genuine emotions towards the connection then? It's the Nine of Pentacles here. Three of Swords. Ow. Seven of Swords. This person is lying to themselves. They're actually very, very hurt, okay, and disappointed in themselves, because this is showing up in how they genuinely feel. Now, for a few of you, it could be disappointed with you or your reaction to this connection, but I feel it's more of like covering up the fact that they are hurting, or covering up the fact that they are obsessing even over some pain, you know, because I feel like this person was trying to like fantasize themselves into the future, which is a really interesting, way of thinking. Like it's almost wishful thinking. Yes, that's what it is. Now people get really confused, the difference between wishful thinking and manifestation, okay? So let me explain that, because maybe you or your cross watcher will benefit from that, since I'm being led to that. Wishful thinking is having a desire that you're focused upon, but not having the belief that it is possible for you. So that's what we call wishful thinking. It also causes a lot of tension. It causes depression and anxiety when we're hyper focused on something we really, really want that we do not think we can have. So it kind of sets us up for disaster. Now, when you manifest, the desire or what you want is also in alignment with what you believe is possible, and that feels good. That feels like elation. That's when you see things come to fruition, because your desire, your thoughts, and the way that you feel about it and what you believe lines up. It has to line up. You cannot have one without the other. This person is trying to think something into existence without actually feeling and believing it's possible. And so they keep breaking their own heart, you know, so they're reaching for something and they don't know what they're reaching for, right? Or they're searching for answers outside of themselves as opposed to going inside of themselves. All right. And I don't feel that this person is doing this purposely, Virgo. And certainly it could be you doing it, because it could be interchangeable. Okay. But I feel it on this person's side. I think it's more, I think it's unintentional, you know, because I don't think they're genuinely wanting to have hurt or to cause hurt with you. I think they don't really know how to deal, and they're relying on like the past or someone from the past or emotions from the past to tell them, okay, how do I deal with this? But the way that they dealt with it in the past was ass backwards, and so they're trying to deal with it in the same way, or maybe they're tweaking it a little bit, but it's just not quite there. Not yet. So let's go into hopes. What are you hoping for? Your card just blew. Let's see. Completion. For this to cycle out, you know, to be successful as well, to feel like you've successfully overcome, you know, something that was painful, and yes, you have overcome it, but the scarring is still there for some of you, or it still creeps up on you, or may creep up on you during this time, and you just kind of want to be over it. You want to be over it. That's what I feel, Virgo. But there are certain steps that we go through emotionally. You know, we just don't jump from, like, per se, totally in love to total, to just not caring. I mean, we like to tell people we do that, right? Like, our ego's like, yeah, I cared about you yesterday, but today I don't care about you at all. That's not true. That was my best Valley Girl voice. You know, like, it's just not that easy. You know, there's certain steps that you go through, and sometimes you go forward and sometimes you have stalls along the way. So keep that in mind. Be easy on yourself, Virgo, or this person, you know. So Knave of Wands. This person's looking for passion and like experiences and exhilarations, and I think that's what they're fantasizing about. Like, they want action, and I actually don't see a lot of action going on, but I see them fantasizing about it a lot, and that's where their desire is. And I think that, you know, this person's way of trying to get over something that was very painful for them may be by means of, like, putting themselves in adventurous or exciting situations to try things out, you know. Yeah. So what's the most likely future outcome then? Sorry, it's getting ready to storm outside right now. It's been storming all day, so my lighting is in and out. Let's see what the most likely future outcome is then, Virgo. Now, keep in mind the future outcomes can be changed with free will, all right? So I have the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, the Seven of Cups, and the Strength card. So Virgo, in the future energy, I feel like, yeah, there's a sense of working on yourself, being patient with yourself, being more nurturing with yourself. There's still some emotional confusion here, but I think you're trying to be strong. And I just heard a song lyric Take the long way home. I don't know who sings that. The lyric was take the long way home. Oh, okay. So, Spirit wants to remind you, Virgo, that it's not about the outcome and the ending. It's about the way home, the drive. It's the experience. You know, when you go on a road trip, you know that you start at home and you'll end up back at home. So it's not about where you're coming back to. It's about all the things that happen in between home and back to home. And so this is saying enjoy the experience, or find enjoyment in your everyday life, in the now, in the experience of your life right now, and that will help to move this situation along much faster. Okay, so this is saying put some time and dedication into yourself, be patient with yourself, love yourself. You know, when you start feeling emotionally confused, remember how strong you are, remember how confident you are, how capable you are. And keep your thoughts and your emotions high vibrating. And if this situation here or other situations in your life become overwhelming, it's okay to detach and take some time to yourself. It's okay to take a day off. It's okay to be by yourself for a while, okay? So it's a big storm rolling in. Just FYI, I might have to stop the video again. So this is a 5 of Cups and 10 of Swords and their most likely future outcome. And I can't remember if I said this, but if I didn't, keep in mind all the future outcomes can be changed with free will, okay? So, Virgo, yeah. Oh, this person's in a lot of pain. They don't know what the right thing to do is. They also don't know how to express that. They may fear being vulnerable. For others of you, they may want you to be more vulnerable, or to let your guard down if they've hurt you. If they have made you second guess their feelings, then they're definitely wanting to get into a space where you kind of ease up a little bit so that they can, I don't know, why do they want them to ease up? 10 of Pentacles, because they want to build a foundation, a correct foundation, because what was built in the past was faulty, you know, and fantasy overtook one or both of you in this connection, and somehow things became a struggle here, but you're regaining your self-confidence by nurturing yourself, and your mid-July reading was so beautiful. So I know how far you've come, Virgo, because I've watched you come along the way. And this is saying, be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Realize that at the end of the day, self-love is all that you really have, and everything else is inconsequential. You know, so I think yours is one of a self-love journey, and I've seen that. And this person's confused. They're going through some things that they need to explore in themselves. They're fantasizing a lot about what either they want or their next action, but there's also a lot of pain here, and there's an awareness, an acute awareness of the pain on both sides. Even if you're disconnected from this person, I think you feel it energetically, as so do they. But they want to build a firm foundation, but they don't have the tools just yet. That doesn't mean that they will not get there, but this person has some things to learn about handling their emotions better. Okay, so we can think and fantasize and focus all we want, but we have to have the belief and the emotional mindset, if you will, the peacefulness about us to truly manifest it. So I think this person is needing to reevaluate some things over here, but yeah, that's what I have for you. And it is lightning out. I mean, cloud to ground lightning. So I need to stop the reading. the zodiac signs you could be dealing with, tons of Aquarius energy for some of you, all right? But I also have Leo here, and I have Pisces here, and I have Gemini here, and Aries, and Leo, and Taurus, and Cancer, and Scorpio, and yeah. That looks like the predominant zodiac signs, but this is a general reading, so it could be any zodiac sign, so take it as it resonates. Either way, I'm wishing you the very best. Also, please do check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I do go live on Facebook to chat pretty much weekly. Excuse me. So anyways, if you want to catch me on Facebook for that, you can. And my Instagram also linked down in the description box below. Also linked in the About section of my YouTube. And if you like the necklace that I am wearing today, which is a Tree of Life necklace, but it also has an opening so you could put trinkets in there. This is available on my sister's online boutique, avasophia.com. Also linked down below. Check it out. Wishing you the best. Till next time, my friends. Virgo. Namaste.